Hello, welcome. I'm Eric Linter with Starspeak for the second half of June 2015. First, a brief recap. Mercury was retrograde when June began, and on the 11th it resumed forward motion. It will take until June 27th for Mercury to reach full speed, and we have to make allowances for, again, people changing their minds. If you're weighing a decision, it will become more easy to kind of rest with confidence on a decision made when Mercury is at full speed bore. And effectively, with the planet of the mind increasing its momentum, it's kind of an interesting phenomenon because we're also dealing with a new moon on Tuesday the 16th, which, as many of you know, is a green light, the start of a new cycle of being and becoming as we spend the 2 weeks between the new and the full moon. Another recent development, Saturn is retrograding, and only a few days ago, in mid-June, moves back into Scorpio, where it will spend the summer. So here we have an opportunity to review partnership agreements, financial matters, perhaps some further healing and psychological processing, things that were really up last autumn. It was just before Christmas that Saturn left Scorpio. He's been in Sagittarius ever since, but with the retrograde now, again through the summer, Saturn will hang out in the last couple of degrees of Scorpio. So take this as an opportune time to, as I say, perhaps renegotiate and even with yourself, some of the compromises and other types of agreements you've made. It's a good time to perhaps make adjustments. With this new moon energy building in on Tuesday the 16th, again, we get the go signal from the cosmos. And we have a fairly calm few days as the sun completes its annual visit through the sign of Gemini. On Sunday the 21st, we have this kind of amazing coincidence. It's the summer solstice as the sun arrives in Cancer, and it's also Father's Day. Cancer being the sign of home and family, this is kind of, I think, a happy coincidence. And the morning hours when the moon is testing Saturn can be a bit dour, but the afternoon sees spirits really pick up, and the atmosphere grows more lively with harmony between the moon and sun. So if you're planning to treat Dad and have some kind of a celebration, it'll probably be better to just let him do his own thing in the morning and make your party plans for, lunch or dinner. On Monday the 22nd, we see one of my very favorite aspects, a perfect trine between Jupiter and Uranus. And so here we have the planet that governs astrology, Uranus, and it's also the ruler of intuitive thinking as well as psychic experiences, harmonizing with Jupiter, the planet of faith and optimism. And this instills this tremendous sense in people that something better lies down the road or around the corner. And, I am a big believer in the power of thought and belief. So if you're expecting something good, and this is a great aspect for doing that, the strong likelihood is that you will attract good things. This aspect is really wonderful for networking and enjoying friends and just generally, living life with gusto. A lovely, lovely alignment. And it'll be quite a few years before we see this one again. There's a testing square between Mercury and Neptune, something that plagued us earlier in the month. Again, this can confuse issues and make it difficult to make decisions with clarity. But as we reach this last part of the month, it will become, I think, more apparent what direction really serves you best. Mars arrives in Cancer on the 24th. The moon is waxing full now, so we've got a lot of emotional content in these next few days. Feelings are very strong and powerful. Folks are going to feel more protective of their turf with Mars in Cancer. And another really fabulous alignment occurs very early in the wee hours of the morning on Monday the 29th, but it strongly impacts the weekend of the 27th and 28th. And this is a trine between Venus and Uranus. And again, this is very serendipitous in a fun way, you know, pleasant surprises. It can sometimes be the herald of a love at first sight experience. Of course, we may rediscover, you know, how much we love somebody who's been in our life for a very long time. But with Jupiter trining Uranus, with Venus also trining Uranus during this forecast period, be open to new experiences, embrace, you know, new friendships, new ideas. It's a fabulous time to broaden your horizons. And the month ends quietly but happily with some very sweet lunar aspects on Tuesday the 30th. Well, that pretty much wraps up June. I can be reached by email at stars@ericlinter.com. You'll find my daily forecasts online at spiritofchange.org. Thank you so much for being with me today, and remember to keep looking up.